So let's talk about digital watch fairs in 2021 and the future. Welcome everyone to another episode, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about the future of watch fairs. So Watches and Wonders 2021 is just going on. It will finish in a couple of days, and it has been an interesting show so far. A lot of brands are in their digital space, presenting their new watches, creating this experience for the users, for us basically. And it's also interesting to see the different brands utilizing their different channels. So what I've noticed is a couple of brands, they engage with their consumers a bit more than others, using other platforms outside of the space of Watches and Wonders. One of the brands I'd like to talk about is IWC, because I think that IWC is doing a fantastic job creating this space. Not only are they on Clubhouse, basically having a room every couple of hours, but they are also engaging with their community, creating a space where new people can get to know the brand, and they are creating this experience outside of the classic watch fair. And I think this is what we're going to see more of in the future, especially if we're going to have more digital watch fairs, and we will see more brands being much more consumer centric than they were in the past. That being said, I'd really like to also talk about the whole fair overall, and what else can we do? We have to talk about the watches. So I've did a previous video on my top 5 watches of Watches and Wonders 2021, but here I'd just like to say the space that has been granted by Watches and Wonders, and I'd also like to shout out Sascha Möri, the CEO of Kalev Bucherer, on this occasion, because he made it possible for me to experience Watches and Wonders this year. So thank you to you and your team, Sascha. I'm really happy to have been engaging with everyone and seeing all of the presentations. The presentations on Watches and Wonders are the one thing. So basically what you have here is you have a space, you have a platform where all the brands upload their shows, their videos, their pictures, and you as I don't know who was targeted with this show specifically, but especially the press and some selected few that were able to join in. Also the dealers, I think, that were allowed in and to see the show. Not only these people were allowed to see what the brands and what Watches and Wonders are doing on the platform. No, you as a consumer, I as a consumer, were also able to watch everything outside, especially on YouTube, for example, YouTube Live, and also on Instagram Live. A lot of these shows were broadcasted there. And I think this is amazing. This is exactly what we need in a time like this, where nobody can travel as they used to, and where the brands need to do something to stay in contact with all of their consumers all around the world. So for that, this has been a fantastic thing. The other thing I'd like to talk about is the whole space created by Watches and Wonders. The panel talks around different kinds of topics, sustainability, innovation, the future of distribution, and much more. And I think that this is also very interesting, especially for someone like me that is in this industry, that is working here, to see what other people like a couple of the CEOs of different kinds of brands, but also experts from outside and collectors are thinking about right now. So this has been a great show so far. I really, really enjoyed it. And I hope we will see more of this very soon. A couple of other brands are doing simultaneous shows around this whole date. We had Breitling with their web summit on the 6th of April, just a day before the Watches and Wonders. We had Audemars Piguet last night, well, yesterday basically, on the 10th of April with their new launch, with their partnership with Marvel, which was super interesting. I was totally blown away that they managed to get Kevin Hart doing the show there.
Hey. Hey. Wow. Wow, guys. Please do me a favor and say hello to our in-house band, the Free Nationals. What's up, guys? Hey. Welcome everyone to Audemars Piguet and Friends live show from Los Angeles. My name is Kevin Hart, and guess what? I'll be your host today. And guys, I want to thank you, okay? I got to thank you, a big thank you to everyone that's here with us today. Those of you at home that are joining us virtually from around the world. I got to tell you, we got some exciting stuff to experience with you all. This was just awesome because I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart and I love his shows. He's so funny. And this was cool. The experience that these brands need to create, I think when it comes down to one thing, especially in times like these, it's very, very, very important to stay in contact with your consumers, to stay in contact with your community even. You don't always have to be someone that buys like 6 to 10 watches from one brand, but you are kind of a fan of a brand as soon as you dive into the world of the brand, not necessarily having to own a piece. But this is exactly what every brand is doing right now. They're trying to figure out how can they stay in contact, how can they be better than others, and how can they benefit you outside of this space. And I think this is something that we need to discover together. And if you have any suggestions for that, put them in the links down below. Other than that, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in again. Please do subscribe. And as always, if you feel like it, put a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.